God is not in the business of saving everyone. But for you, this specific message has been directed to you. Do not close your ears, do not harden your heart, and remain in the field, for we know not the day nor the hour. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope that you're good, guys, where you are, and I hope as well that the blessings of the Lord are upon your life on this beautiful day, guys. And I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday, and I hope that in everything that you're doing, guys, you remember that you must keep God first. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and make sure, guys, that you watch other previous videos as well that will help you as well to enrich your life and to make better decisions. Now, our topic for today says that many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. That is what we are going to be talking about today, guys. Many are called, but few are chosen. Let's start by giving you this analogy. When I was young, I used to think that, when the Bible, God came to save everyone. I used to think that God came to save everyone on earth and everyone is going to be saved. Everyone is going to go to heaven and it's going to be this big party, until I came across Matthew chapter 22, verse 14, where it records that many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. This then changed my way of thinking, and I was like, but God, why don't you just save everyone? Why is it that some people are going to be left behind and some people are going to be saved? Why can't everyone be saved? Why is it that some people are just going to remain behind? Now, let us try and debunk this, right? Now, there was an experience that I had when I was young, and I believe God made me go through that for a specific reason. And now I'm beginning to understand it. And this experience was like this, guys. Let me share it with you. When I was young, we used to go to the village. When you go to the village and then you go to head the cows and you go to head the goats and the sheep, you just go out there in the wilderness and then head the cows and everything. And then in the night, you'd come back with the cows back home. But if, let's say, for example, you come back and there's certain cows that are missing, they will tell you that, hey, you know what, you need to go out there, look for the cows, and then come back with those cows that you have left out in the fields. Now, this got me thinking as well. When you go to look for those cows that are missing in the field, now, guys, I want you to move with me, guys, and I want you to get the concept that I want you to understand. When you go there to look for those cows, you are looking for specific cows. Now, if I go there and I find my neighbor's cows in the fields, I am not going to go back home with those cows because they don't belong to us. Do you get it, guys? The fact that my neighbor's cows are also in the field, I am not going to go back home with them. Why? Because they don't belong to us. Now, let's say my neighbor's cow's name is Bruno. And also we have a cow called Bruno. But the fact that I call out the name Bruno and I say, Bruno, 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 even if that cow hears my voice, the fact that it is not our cow, it will not respond to my voice because it is not familiar with my voice. Move with me, guys. Move with me, okay? Now, when I go out there, I am going to call out. There might be 10 Brunos out there, but they are all not going to respond to my voice because I'm looking for my Bruno. Now, until I find my Bruno, that's when I'll be able to take it and go back home with it. Now, mind you, guys, it doesn't matter what those other cows are going through or whatever. What needs to happen is that I need to go back home with my Bruno. Many are called, but few are chosen. Now, does it stop those cows from being cows just because I am not taking them and going back home with them? No, they still remain cows where they are. Their status does not change from being a cow to being a goat just because they don't belong to us. Many are called, but few are chosen. I can only go back home with that specific cow because it belongs to us. And this is the same thing with us in our lives. I used to think that God is going to save everyone and God is in a mission to save everyone, but that's not the case. Many are going to be called. There are many cows in the field, but God is looking for his specific cows. That's why he says that for my sheep hear my voice, and they respond to it. Guys, I said you should move with me, okay? Understand this. When I went outside to call the Bruno that I was looking for, all those other cows which had names of Bruno heard the voice, but they did not respond to it. Why? Because they are not familiar with my voice. My sheep hear my voice and they listen to it. Many are called, few are chosen. If you are listening to this message today, the cry and the voice of God is calling unto you today. And is saying, remember where you come from. God is calling out to you today. I don't know what it is that you've occupied yourself with. I don't know what was made you to be lost out in the field. But the cry and the voice is calling out to you today that remember, it is time to go back home. Many are called, but few are chosen. The Master is calling for you today. I don't know how far you'd have wandered off. I don't know how far you've been in the field for. But there's that voice that keeps telling you. There's that voice that keeps talking to you. And you know it very well. I might not know it, but you know very well. You know it very well that God has been calling you for a long time. And now it is time for you to go back where you belong. The time for being in the field has passed. Now it is time for you to go back home. And this is a message for someone out there. And I know very well that this message is going to get to the specific person that it is supposed to get to. It is time to go back home. God is not in the business of saving everyone. But for you, this specific message has been directed to you. Do not close your ears. Do not harden your heart and remain in the field. For we know not the day nor the hour. And that's just my message for you today, guys. That remember, it is time to go back home. The Master is calling upon you today. That listen, you've been in the field for too long. But now, it is time to go back home. And that's the end of our message for today, guys. That just keep that in mind. It is time to go back home. God is not in the business of saving everyone, but he wants to save you right there. Why are you denying yourself that chance? Why are you denying yourself that opportunity when it is presenting itself right in front of you? Take charge of that opportunity and search and seek for the Lord while he is near. That's the end of our message for today, guys. May God be with you as you progress through the week and as you go on about your week. Just keep that in mind, guys. And remember that many are called, but few are chosen. Are you part of the chosen, or you are going to harden your heart and remain in the field? Now remember, guys, in the field there are so many creatures there. They can be wolves, they can be lions. But remember, the devil is out to seek who he might destroy. Now, as the shepherd, I might get there when the lion has already gotten to you. But start making your way home, for the master is calling on you today. May God bless you, and may you have a beautiful week ahead. Ciao.